No, but sorry for the late video. I said to myself twice. I was like, I need to make a video. Like I said that around like what 3 or so, maybe. Today is August 3rd, and it is 10:06. All right, so a lot happened today, and I was actually trying to talk about stuff like that happened way before, and then I got caught up with the gig that happened, and now we have more plans of like. Okay, I thought I heard something. Um, we have more plans on like stuff for future ideas, like doing a gig at another place. But I don't. It's so crazy. But I want to talk about today because there's a lot of weird stuff that I kind of confused about, but I also want to talk about because that's what's technically currently in place. All right, so we have this weird, strange ambition. When I say strange, I mean it's so crazy, so crazy. All right, so let me get to it. Me and my friend Chris, which is also my roommate, have this idea that you know. Well, he mainly has the idea. It just really drug me into it because it makes sense in the most insane way you can think possible. Yeah, let me explain. All right, so the idea is like we're here in Missouri and we want to explore. Well, there's many ways to explore. You can save up money, do this, do that, or you could educate yourself on things that you should be aware of, and then go out in the world and do it. Just like fucking. Oh, I'm sorry. Just like that video. Just do it. Well, yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. So we have the idea from going from Missouri to LA, not Louisiana, as in Los Angeles. That's at least 3 months of walking or whatever transportation we take. We could probably walk for maybe a couple days or a week or so, and then maybe take a car or maybe take a bus or whatever. Not very sure. It's just the reason it's insane is because we would be putting ourselves through a lot of you, know, you could say it's unnecessary, but when you think about it, I want to take a moment like to like get really, I guess, philosophical or just whatever. So when you put yourself in a situation, whether it's diseases or it's like learning a backflip. Yeah, I'll go with that. I'll go with this analogy. Learning a backflip. Most people get scared because like they're like, ooh, you know, if I do it, I could break my neck. Yes, I mean stepping outside the situation. If I were to look at it in a in that worldly view, yes, you could. You are right. Your opinion and your thought is right. You can break your neck, and it's possible. But if you could take on the proper methods, either to ensure yourself to protect yourself, there's a way to. In other words, there is a way to not do that. In other words, you saw the what could have happened, but you didn't justify yourself of, hey, this could I could also land or maybe land and maybe tumble over or something. Oh, that's him playing a video. I was like, what is that? So if you hear any noise in the background, it's Chris being loud downstairs and watching a video, watching philosophical stuff right now. So which is why I'm a little bit late. I started watching with videos with him and drinking. Like Dodger. I started drinking tea. I got my black tea right now. And no, this is not tea time because I'm not gonna take her thing because she's cool. I'm just leave her thing. Mine is out of the box. Just saying. Um, eat, drink. All right, that's another topic. I'm gonna say that as another topic. I kind of want to write something so I can remember that, so then I won't forget. Okay, I kind of scribble a little something so I can remember. All right, so yeah, that's the big news. We're thinking about that, and I really don't want to be that guy to complain about a lot of stuff, personal, because that's worldly stuff, and everyone goes through it. But here's some nice tips. If by any chance you are struggling with bills or finances in any way, The best idea or the best tips I could ever give anybody at a young age, older age, don't matter, um, is to make sure you're organizing things. I said that last time with the whole the trip we had, the St. Louis trip. Organization is key. Like I can't show you my room right now, but I'm pretty sure you noticed. I'm not sure if I had anything before, but there's nothing back there no more. I basically cleaned out my whole room. Like the bed that was once right here in this general location is moved. I basically threw everything away that I found unnecessary, and that the reason I did that is because it helped me mentally and physically because it was unnecessary. Like why would you have something? I didn't need a bed frame. Why? Because I didn't really technically have a bed. It was like a mattress on top of a weird contraption. I don't know. And I never slept on it. I slept on the floor because I felt better on the floor. I don't know. Maybe you guys feel that way. Actually, if you do, please leave a comment about that because sometimes I wonder if I'm the only one. I think Chris does it too. That was another thing. But because I know a lot of military people do it because they got used to the climate. You know, but I was not that type of person. It's just I don't know. I don't like sometimes I don't like sleeping on soft surfaces because like I get comfortable, but then sometimes I get so comfortable it is uncomfortable. Like at least on a hard surface, I can like try to toss and turn and then get comfortable. I don't know. It's weird. Okay, just gonna leave it at that. All right, so I decided to go back to my roots and get back to the Japanese style where you just have like a futon or something, not a futon, like a mattress on the floor and whatever. You just cope it because it's simple. Like I don't need all this crap around me because it just bogs with your head and there's probably a lot of stuff you gotta clean. When I just set this, set up a little something simple, simple and clean is beautiful. Because the more simple you make things, the better life you have. Like if you made your bedroom, very simple, like a little, unless you just like fancy stuff. I mean, by all means, if you want to deal with that, go ahead. But I don't. Personally, I don't. Like I'd rather just set my bed up, and if I need to clean my room or house or whatever, I could do that easier if I had something very flexible, very movable. Like boom, boom, I can pick the bed up and scoot underneath instead of like picking a big tail queen size bed with a frame and stuff and trying to move it. No, no, that's no. Like I like my room and house cleaned, and I like it smelling good. I don't know. Sorry, I got a little tangent there. But yeah, like back on topic, the main thing I was talking about, besides the tips of like businesses, I mean not businesses, but managing money versus like bills and stuff, because I didn't learn those things. That was one thing I didn't learn, and that was like it hit me hard because I don't know. I guess I had in my head that I would know eventually. I'm not sure. I figured someone maybe could like coach me, and I think maybe some people did. It's just they didn't. I'm more of a hands-on person. Like how would I know? You could be like, oh yeah, when you do this, you do this. Like that's cool, and I could probably possibly in that moment go choose some like St. Louis or some other place and forget that you said any of that stuff. It becomes slightly irrelevant. Oh, and I just got the video from the gig, so I'm gonna post it in a little bit. I seen the message, that's why I looked down. Yay! So you get to see us perform. I mean, it's kind of weird because you don't actually get to hear the full sound, but you get to see instead of like, oh, they said they went to a gig. No, we will show you. All right, so um, God, I almost got off topic. I have another topic I want to talk about too. But yeah, like, oh wow, I got off topic. Great. It's like, great. Well, I know I was talking about bed and stuff, simple and clean. Um, the journey. Anyways, we'll continue because I actually got off topic. I forgot. I know I was on tips. I want to catch it. I want to catch it. Let's see if it comes up. All right, so this trip. This trip is it's scary. I mean, who wouldn't be scared? Because that sounds insane, right? You could have cars. You could That's why I hear from a lot of people. A lot of people have that assumption. They're like, well, you could stay here for X amount of time, get a car, basically better your life. And it's like, you're right. I could. I'm stepping outside the situation. I'm like looking at it like, yes, I could do that. But what will make me happy? Will staying at this 9 to 5 job or what 8 to 5, whatever job make me happy? Not really. But there's a lot of people like out there who have that strong belief, like, well, if you don't work hard, you just, you know, grr, like that's beautiful. But technically, that would be a working hard if I took the liberty of putting myself out there to walk towns and cities and stuff just to get to a location. And that's the thing. It's not that L.A. Los Angeles isn't just the location to stop. That's just a destination in hand. Like we could go like to Texas and then go, towards that location, the scenic route, if you will. And then it's just an idea. But and it's very it's crazy. But it may teach me a lot because we're not just going, just me and him. We actually going with people who are experienced it. Maybe sleeping in like different locations. Vagabonding. I don't know if you know what vagabonding is, but look it up. It's quite educational. There's a book called Survival Guide. I don't know. I want to ask Chris. Hey Chris. Chris. Ah, he's probably busy. Never mind. But anyways, I forgot the book. I was figured he would like automatically respond, but I don't know what he's doing. Um, yeah, like the idea really like I don't know. It motivates me because a lot of people think no. A lot of people think it's stupid. I personally think it's fucking. I'm sorry. I personally think it's insane, and Chris does too. But it's just a simple fact that like when you put yourself out, because who knows? Let's say scenario. Not saying it will always happen to people. Scenario. Let's say you have everything. You got your car. You got your family with you. You got money. You got a nice job. You got everything that you kind of want or whatever. And then out of nowhere, something happens. Something, the world, life happens, and then let's say you don't have your family, which is in this case, technically, I don't want to do personal stuff, but I know someone who also suffers from that type of stuff. So that's why I bring this up. Let's say life hits you like that, and you do not have those luxuries or those things that you have. How do you survive if you always lived your life in comfort? What if something severe happened? What do you do? Do you just like, oh, I gotta go back to this society where I thought, I have to have a car, I have to have women? You probably would lose your mind. You probably would actually go insane. Yeah, I mean, but hey, you would have to deal, which is pretty much where I'm stepping into. Where I'm like, that could possibly happen. Like I get too caught up with my music career. I'm like, yeah, woo, everything is great, and next thing you know, something crazy happens, and I'm like, I don't have anyone to back me up to teach me. Kind of like the whole Bill thing. I was like, no one really taught me how to do it. I just kind of have to struggle and learn. So why is it so insane of a task to, venture out and try to learn the world for yourself? I mean, it's life threatening, but if you think about it every day, you could die right now by any type of weird shit. I mean, stuff. I mean, it's true. Uh, but everyone has their views. I mean, I'm not saying it's the best idea, but it's something to really think about. Like, you only live once, so why, you know, you know, you should really experience as much as you can. Try to do as much as you can with your life, and don't waste it on. I'm confused if I'm getting multiple videos. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. But yeah, you should really like think about that. Like that's something to really think about. I'm going to the next topic now because I pretty much beat that one into the ground. Tea. I was looking up online, and it's strange. It's a strange topic, but I was looking up online. I was like, makes which one is healthier? And it was like a big debate between coffee and tea, water and tea. I mean, water is always better, regardless. But tea has it's like it has vitamins and stuff in it, and sometimes specific teas have whatever. But I'm right now. I think I already told you I was drinking black tea. It's actually English tea or something. I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember the name of it. I remember seeing London on the label. Maybe you guys know it. Anyways, that's besides the point. I think I said Irish something, whatever. Anyways, well, that was two different. That was like London and Irish. All right. So anyway, so I was looking it up, and it was saying that green tea is the most recommended tea because it is the most healthy. But at the same time, black tea is also healthy. But the main question I had about tea was, hey, is adding, additives such as milk and sugar or honey, because some when you drink tea, it is plain. It's like drinking coffee black. I can't no. When I drink coffee, when I used to drink coffee, I don't anymore. I stopped because I don't know. It's just weird. I don't like coffee no more. Uh, when I drink tea, I'm sorry, I kind of got off track. Um, when it comes to tea, I usually drink it with, well, I actually got just introduced with tea, like actual tea. So I'm like, what do I do to it to make it taste good? Because I was already figuring, like, it's just like coffee. If you drink it black, it's like, no, that tastes nasty. I usually drink coffee like freaking milk. I milk it down. Like, it's not even coffee no more. It's just milk. It's milk with sugar. Yeah, it's a living. But no, I would just with tea. I would do the same thing. So I'll milk it down, and I wouldn't like straight milk it down. I'd just give it a little milk, and then I put sugar in it because that's all I have at the moment. Like, I'm not big on honey, but if I had honey, I would like, put a little honey in there just to try it. I've actually gotten more keen to honey because it's starting to taste better. I don't know, it's weird. I used to hate honey because it was like, ugh. But now I'm like, it's actually not that bad. I guess I gave it more of a chance. All right, so yeah, I know that was kind of a random topic, but I was like, I was wondering what you guys' opinion was, if you care to share. If not, that's fine. I just wondered because I looked it up and it was strange, and I was like, why is there such a big debate on this? I was like, I know I'm curious to find out what I should put in it, but I was like, I'm just gonna drink it bland. So right now I'm actually drinking tea bland, like without any additives, because I'm like, let's test it. Let's test out which one is better. Because I've already drink tea with like milk and stuff, so I'm like, let's literally drink tea bland. Well, I think that's pretty much for today. Yeah, I did think of something though. I was like, hey, instead of just snapping my fingers and doing the outro, I thought I should play it. So I'm gonna do that. I'll just put it in my lap. All right, let's see what I can do. Sorry guys, it's kind of unorganized, but I thought about it. I thought about it the last second. Technically, I've actually did it before. I thought about it like right as I pressed the record button. I was like, hey, I should try to do this. So I'm gonna try this again. I'll scoot it down. So long.